stab some shit.
Yeah.
Alright, welcome back to Roll For It. This is episode number 15. We are back from our long-ass break. Hope everybody had a great Christmas, New Year's, etc. holiday season. Apparently, everybody here but Zach did.
It was really shitty.
Any particular reason?
Well, I was in the hospital, and then I was sick some more, and then some dumbass totaled Ashley's car and broke her hand and foot. So it's been lots of fun.
Oh shit.
That sucks.
Bueno.
That really sucks. Man, because you
Wow.
guys have like that real shit hospital where it like costs you money and stuff.
Real shit hospital.
Well, I mean, come on, we don't.
No, it's true.
It's true.
That really sucks.
What do you say we play some D&D?
Yeah, that's a happy thing we can all do.
Just to, get us off of that topic. Alright, so when last we saw our heroes, they were all in a carriage, barreling south towards their city of Witchhead to find a treasure that was allegedly behind a false wall in the cellar of the inn that they unknowingly burnt down, and are now going to figure out what's going on there. Traveling with them is the stable master's half-giant son named Tiny, and what was his name? Tiny? I don't fucking know. I think he was calling him Tiny. Yeah.
Sounds, because he's a giant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just makes sense that way, right? And so you guys are barreling down the road, and the last time we saw you, there was a gigantic, ghostly visage of a sandstorm forming the face of the court wizard from the kingdom.
We took the place of the biplane in the movie The Mummy during the scene where they're fleeing back.
Which one of you is Brendan Fraser?
Probably the rogue, because Brendan Fraser's character was a rogue.
And
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. He was pretty stupid though, so
It's true.
it's
It's true. No,
Still
you know who the rogue was? The rogue was the Egyptian guy with the hat, and he got all the scarabs inside of his
He was
body
a
and stuff.
Wait, with the guy that
Guy
put
with the
the money
little
in,
hat.
Benny,
that got him out of jail.
his friend, Benny,
Oh, Benny. Yeah, Benny was slimy.
right?
But yeah, I guess he'd be a rogue. He'd be a different kind of rogue. But yeah.
I'm chaotic
Yeah.
neutral. That's pretty Benny.
That's pretty Benny. I like it. I like it.
I like that.
All right, so you guys are hauling ass on this carriage being pulled by horses, and yeah, you guys behind you, which Jonesy is sitting on the back, and he's looking. He sees this gigantic.
I'm gonna wake up to that because I remember I was gonna go to sleep in the wagon.
Yeah, there's this like haunting kind of like
Howling
a roar,
wind,
like
the shape of
howling.
a face.
Yeah, exactly. So you startle awake to see that. The other guys don't see that because they're looking forward.
Are
They
there
kind
any
of
rocks
glance.
or debris in the base of the wagon?
No. The only thing that you
Shit.
guys have in there is a bunch of like empty boxes and stuff because you guys are the stable master had put like a bunch of boxes in there to help carry your treasure back because you guys are.
That's actually really considerate of him, and I'm not going to damage the boxes. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was thinking about throwing one in the middle of the face, but I don't have something to do that with. Crewman, can you shoot this thing?
On it, boss. I'm gonna pull out my bow and turn around because I'm probably looking the other way.
Yeah, you're aiming towards, or you're
Am I
looking towards the front.
driving this or?
Tiny is driving. You and
Okay.
Ginkgo.
I just
are...
want to make sure I wasn't like letting
No.
loose.
The horses are going wild. Oh, and you're in a ditch. Yeah, I should have paid attention. No, you're good.
Well, you never know. Gotta be specific with you.
It's true.
I'm gonna turn around and I guess what exactly do I see? Is there?
You see this very large, probably like 60 foot by like 30 foot
Like face
visage
stuff?
of a face in
Okay.
the dust, being kicked
Okay.
up. So
Is it like? Is his mouth open?
yes,
Yes. Okay. Perfect.
it's all like
Okay. So I'm gonna get my bow out and get what is this? Fuck. Get some of the string I have and like tie it around the arrow with my bonus action, and then
technically you're
ask-
not in combat, so you don't need to bonus
Okay.
action.
perfect. I'm gonna ask Jonesy to I'm gonna hand him my flint and tinder real quick, and I'm gonna ask him to light it. As
Like
I,
what?
My arrow. I wrapped some fucking string around it.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it back, light it for me, and then I'm gonna let it loose right in the mouth.
Can I just take a 10 on the flinting?
Just roll a d20.
I gotta get my menu open. D20.
Oh god.
It does not
Hit a
light.
bump.
Try again.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna really buckle down and focus here. Use my dexterity to line it up on the thing. Fuck.
Still does not light. You're not having any luck. Maybe
How
the
do I
flint
use
is
this
wet.
thing?
Who knows?
I hand the flint and tinder to Ginkgo Stoneclaw.
Yeah.
Nailed that.
Oh, man.
Spelled with the silent Z in front. I hand that to him to see if he has way better luck than me.
I got it. Light it.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wanted to light this arrow.
Roll a d4. Okay, you're gonna take 2 damage. So what happened here was when you were trying to scratch the flint and tinder together, you kind of misjudged it and you grated your thumb against the flint and just kind of scraped a lot of skin off of your thumb and took like 2 damage.
Is that all in my shit now? Is your skin in my stuff?
Hey,
worry.
the human body is flammable.
I should also mention that the face visage thing is getting closer and closer.
Getting closer.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Hey Zach, can you do just a fire spell or something at the same time as I do this? I don't know.
Fire spell.
No? Why not? I feel like fire would be right.
I'm a druid.
He's a druid, not a sorcerer.
Be something cool.
I think he's pretty anti-fire. He's
Yeah,
like in the
alright,
other
I'm
camp.
just gonna shoot. Let's shoot.
Pray to your god to have him light it. Come on,
It's been too long.
Jonesy.
Oh, that's right. Give me your goddamn maul. You
Holy fire.
give me your maul.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, yeah.
I should mention before you make this decision, hastily, you guys are in a wooden carriage. Keep that in mind.
Alright, maybe we shouldn't pull it out then. Is that what you're getting at?
Just shoot him.
Alright, I'm just
I
gonna
just
shoot him.
pictured Jonesy hitting the side of the carriage and lighting the whole thing on fire.
It'd be a beautiful way to go down.
I didn't want you guys to
Alright.
ruin it already.
Pew!
Okay, yeah, your arrow somehow goes straight up and it doesn't quite arc back down. You misjudged your distance and it flies over this visage head thing as it comes crashing down and slams on top of you, and you guys are all completely covered in sand and dust, and there's dust in
I
your
close
eyes
my
and stuff.
Hold my breath.
Okay. I'm assuming the rest of you are doing that?
Yep.
Okay. So it comes down with a crash, and you guys hear a splintering sound of wood breaking and twisting, and horses screaming, and Tiny is moaning a little bit. And all of a sudden, everything goes completely silent, completely still. And you guys kind of come to a little bit after a little bit of like a concussive kind of feel, and all the sand has been crushed completely down. All the dust and sand and dirt has come crushing down on top of you guys, and you see that your wagon is covered in dirt and sand and grime. The horses are screaming, and the left front wheel of the carriage has been cracked right down the middle. And there's a majority of the dirt and sand and stuff landed about 5 feet in front of the horses in a big pile.
And a big wall.
No, just a pile.
Ginkgo, can you whisper to the horses to chill? And I'm gonna. Wait, I have a shovel.
Yeah.
I totally have a shovel. I'm gonna
Me
get
too.
to fucking work on this dirt
Alright.
pile.
I'm gonna help.
Okay.
Yeah, I will attempt to calm the horses.
All right.
Talk to them, Druid Whisperer. I'm gonna start shoveling some of that shit out.
Okay. Are you shoveling?
Hold on,
Oh
okay.
God, another one.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Do your D100 while I'm asking them. So, Jesus. Oh wow, that's bad too. Okay, so are you like shoveling out the dirt and sand out of your carriage, or are you off and you're trying to get the road clear of the pile?
What's worse?
There's a lot of like it came all crashing down on top of you, but most of the momentum headed forward. So there's probably about 4 inches or so of standing dirt and dust and sand everywhere,
Jonesy, you wanna hop out? I'll
and a
finish
very
this, and then I'll
very
join you.
large pile, about
Yep.
5 feet ahead.
Alright, cool.
First thing I'm gonna do with the pile though is run up to it with my fireball and try and strike it in the center.
Okay, roll for attack.
Strike thy dirt pile.
I'm
Okay.
trying to blast it away with just sheer force of will.
Okay, so you come crashing down with your fire maul, and you catch quite a large bit of the pile. That kitty really likes attention today. Quite a large bit of the pile closest to you. The pile's probably about 6 or 7 feet tall, and its diameter is the same. Very large. And you hit the closest side to you, and a lot of it burns up and kind of turns into kind of like a glass kind of thing. So there's now this chunk of like glass as all the sand gets, it's what happens with fire and sand. So
This doesn't seem like a viable solution.
likewise,
Time to shatter it.
what happened with the horses, Ginkgo tried to calm the horses, and they are now freaking out even worse, and they are trying to break away from your carriage.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and keep an eyeball on the horses.
They are thrashing
I'm
wildly,
gonna
but
grab
they haven't
the
broken out.
reins and like try to pull and just kind of like steady them.
I am preparing a barbarian's rage in case I have to run one of these horses down and grapple it.
What do you want me to do for that?
No, you're fine as far as you're like holding onto it or whatever. If they try to take off or whatever, I'll have you do a strength check.
Okay.
Okay. Are any of you doing anything else?
I'm eyeballing to see if the horses are gonna break away, standing there shoveling, but like not looking 100%.
Okay.
Just eye fucking them.
Just be like, if they run, I'm gonna run.
The horses are freaking out, and they're thrashing about, but they are still tied to the front of the carriage. Tiny's kind of freaking out a little bit. He's like, what the hell was that? This is crazy. The wheel's all messed up. What are we going to do? And he's kind of freaking out, but not as bad as the horses. So you're... Huh?
The wheels broke, right?
The front left one, yeah. Also, for some reason you got quieter since pre-show. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Alright, whatever. We'll figure
I
it
didn't
out.
do anything.
Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so, give me a D20 for shoveling.
D20?
Yeah.
Which one of us?
Yeah.
Anybody that's shoveling.
Can I also use my strength though? Because I'm like
Sure.
wicked strong.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I use an acrobatics?
I don't see how you could be acrobatically...
Oh, please describe it to him.
If you make a good case for it, I'll allow it.
It's okay. Last time I tried
Okay.
to do that, I like fucking
Do some
slipped
Cirque
and
du Soleil
broke my
shit.
arm and shit.
Okay, so, Kruven, you're kind of gingerly using the shovel to scrape sand and dirt off of the carriage and kind of unbury yourselves there. Jonesy, you've just started going ham with the shovel and you start displacing a lot of the dirt and sand off to the side when you hear a low rumble.
Where'd the rumble come from? From the pile?
The pile.
Alright, I'm gonna put my hand on the pile and see if the rumble's coming from inside of it.
It definitely is, and now I need a d20.
Of course, I had to fucking touch
The
it.
pile on the ground, right?
Yes.
Not inside the carriage.
On the ground, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
Of course it's not.
Let's see what happens. Could be worse. Could be worse. Okay, yeah, so your hand is now stuck in the pile. And you can kind of feel a vibration radiating through your hand and all the way up your forearm, and you can feel it in your shoulder and a little bit in your chest as this rumbling is getting louder and louder from the center of this pile.
I'm gonna take my free hand and stab the pile with the shovel.
Okay. Give me a d20 plus your strength.
Isn't that just a strength
Oh, I
check?
guess it would just be a strength check, yeah.
It's my thing.
Okay, hold on. Okay, see. Okay, your shovel goes in clean, and when are you gonna pull it out or anything, or are you gonna try and shovel your hand out, or what are you doing with the shovel now?
Well, I'm gonna push off with the shovel to get my hand out so that I can stand up.
Okay, if you're trying to pull your hand out at the same time, I need a strength check. The shovel went in, but the hand has not yet come out.
I hit a button, but did it do anything?
Yep, it did. Okay, your hand is still stuck.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and struggle for a little bit
Okay.
while the other guys do stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep getting the
Kruven,
sand
Ginkgo. Okay.
out. You
Okay.
want another roll?
Nope, we're good for that.
Okay. How much is left?
You're just kind of like scraping it all off the top, so you're probably about half, maybe a third done.
Okay.
Third to a half, somewhere around there. Ginkgo.
I should probably try to calm the horses down again.
Alright.
They went very poorly last time. Oh.
Okay.
Hey.
You seem to be the animal whisperer, because you are talking to the horses, and they understand you, and they are calming. And, the horses, they stop kind of screaming and thrashing about, and now they're just kind of mildly irritated. You can tell that they're not quite okay with what's going on around here. And, Tiny looks up at you and goes, anything you got to help me? I'm kind of freaking out too, man.
I tell Tiny to shut up and get over here and pull me out by my ankles.
Tiny goes, I don't know if I can do that. Okay. He kind of hops off the carriage. Kruven,
I
you
look up
notice.
and I say, "Hurry up, Tiny!"
Can you
As-
snap your fingers at him? I don't have a free hand.
As he jumps off of the front, the weight offset with the fact that the left front wheel is cracked makes the front kind of lift up because it's no longer being held down by his weight. Kruven, you feel a very, very sudden shift in the carriage as you're on the
I'm gonna
back,
slide.
scraping on the...
I'm gonna like slide in the middle and try to get my balance.
Okay. Tiny's gonna walk over and he's going to try to pull you out, Jonesy. That's a success. He pulls you out effortlessly, grabs you by your ankles and yanks you out.
Okay, I'm
And,
not letting go of that shovel.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Both.
Give me a strength. You do not let go of that shovel, and you pull it out with you.
My goddamn shovel. This pile is alive still.
Alright.
I think we should hit it with stuff.
How much is still like covered in the wheels? Can we like push it a little bit?
The carriage?
Yeah.
By now you've gotten most of the dirt and sand and
The
stuff
pile's
off.
in front of the carriage. They're not.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're not
it's
combined.
it's about 5 feet in front of the horses.
Is there a
Perfect.
way around the sand pile? Or is the road
If
too narrow?
it's right in the middle of the road. The road is only about as wide as your carriage is, and unfortunately there's ditches on both sides. You're immobile anyways right now because of the cracked wheel, so you got to repair that first or figure out some kind of way around that.
All right.
Alright, well, I'm
Let's,
gonna go use Thunderwave right on the sand pile.
I'm gonna back the fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna get one of my arrows ready with some of that string again.
Okay. So yeah, you cast your Thunder Wave, and you notice the rumbling get louder, and you see the pile start to shift.
It's still alive. This is still a thing. I'm gonna treat this like a hostile enemy. I'm pretty sure. Wait. I'm going to try some diplomacy here. And say, the fuck you do that for, sand pile?
Okay, that was pretty good. It responds in absolutely no way, as if you're talking to a pile of sand.
Worth it.
It was a good try.
Did I, like, blow any of the sand away with my Thunder Wave?
No, not a single grain of sand moved.
Jonesy, can you light my arrow?
Yeah. Okay, now I hold the edge of my maul out.
Okay. And
Okay.
I
And
just, like,
just rub the string on it.
yeah, I just kind of like tip the arrow into it until it's ignited, and then turn,
Okay.
and then just fucking fire one in.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. You missed the pile. I don't know how that's possible. It's not moving, but you rolled really badly.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Another attack roll.
Get the string and get the fire and shoot the bow.
Okay.
All right, we did. Oh my God.
It also missed.
All right, well.
What?
Before anything else happens, I should probably now mention that the pile of sand is starting to move, and the rumbling is getting louder.
Mm.
I'm gonna-
Moving where?
It's shifting.
Oh.
It's kind of growing upwards, and the pile is starting to condense and grow upwards.
I don't like it. Fire malt.
I'm gonna
Nice
try
hit.
to
Roll damage.
fix this wagon wheel.
15.
That's what you think.
We should maybe get the wagon away.
Is the wheel like broken in like straight in half?
It's cracked on the top half, completely broken on the bottom half, as if the wheel is like that. It's like,
But just one wheel.
yeah, front left.
I'm gonna yell at Tiny and go tell him to pick up that side and walk with it as if he was that wheel.
Okay, good call. Tiny is... He's gonna listen to you.
He's a
He walks
baller.
over. He walks over and he grabs the where the axle connects to the wheel. It's got that little
Yeah.
knob that's hanging out. He just grabs that and holds it up.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Where are we going?"
All right, so let's move this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here and hold it back, I guess. You guys just...
You want to back up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we have some room. At least we have room to work too.
yeah, to
I mean,
fight
we
this.
don't want to bust up this. All right, so
I'll make
are
some
the
glue for that wheel after.
are the horses? Can I like get them to kind of go, you know, just flip a Yui real quick?
There's not enough road. There's not enough road to do a U-turn. You'd
Okay,
have to back
so we're
them up.
I'm just. Do they know back up? I don't know. Is that a thing? Reverse?
I mean,
I'll
I don't know if-
making a beeping noise.
I
It'll
don't-
back up,
Shift
or-
the horses.
I'm not sure if that works, but I'm sure you could like grab them and hold them and push them back. I mean, they are
Alright.
creatures after all. Wow.
Reverse snake.
Reverse. Alright, let's do that. all of that.
Okay. I'm gonna need an animal handling roll if you're handling the horses.
I think that goes to the druid whispering animal handler.
The horses are frightened and not moving.
Jonesy, you just want to back up into the horses and see if they like back up.
I snap my fingers and point in a direction at the horses. I make eye contact with them too. I make like hella eye contact with them.
Okay.
Uncomfortable
Both.
mess. Yeah.
They fail to meet your eye.
Damn.
They are skittish.
I whinny really loud so that I have their attention.
Reverse snake.
What are you gonna roll for that?
More animal handling.
All right.
Because
have
then they're
at
gonna
it.
look me in the eye. Then I'm gonna snap my fingers and point in an attempt to cross boundaries and intend to reverse horse.
Try it.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, it works.
Breaking down boundaries.
It works. You are Horse Whisperer 2.0. The horses start backing up. They make it about 10 feet back before you notice both horses suddenly stop. And their mouths drop.
Uh-oh. I look up. What do I see behind Jonesy?
If you're looking towards Jonesy, so behind him would be the pile.
Yeah.
You see the gigantic pile of sand has formed some sort of humanoid creature.
Oh.
It's 14 feet tall.
What does it look like? Like.
It looks pretty much exactly like a golem.
Okay. It wasn't like an elf or some shit. That's good.
It's a golem.
Okay.
Damn. Okay,
At
I
least it's
fly
not a
into a
shit
barbarian
monster.
rage.
It's not a shit monster.
Dogma.
Dogma's amazing. I love the reference. Thank you,
You're
Buddy
welcome.
Christ.
I'm gonna drop him all season.
It's good shit.
I fly into a barbarian's rage and go for its left leg. I'm gonna attack twice with my fireball. Just go fucking ham.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell out loud to my teammates if anyone has something flammable. Should douse them in it.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Because you got a fire maul, so. And I
that-
apparently am blind at the moment because I can't shoot a goddamn arrow.
Our whole Molotov things, that's a good theme.
It was good.
except
I don't
do
have any
a,
more oil.
we do have a druid in our group, so we're gonna have to be really conscientious about how we do that. I'm
Right.
saying this out of character because right now I'm a ballistic mess. But
You're drooling.
I'm a
Yeah.
am a mountain druid. I think I'm okay with sand getting fucked up.
fair enough. Jay, ready for my attack?
Yep. You swing with your fire maul and you make a connection with the creature's right leg, and where your fire you hit it in its left leg, and where it would hit with his leg, the sand kind of dissipates around your maul as it passes clean through, and the sand reappears to connect its leg back together.
Even with the 25 roll?
Yeah. The 25 was your first attack, yeah?
Yeah.
That one hits, sorry.
Okay.
I need a roll on
Just
that, or a damage roll on that one. Sorry, I saw your second roll and I was like, Okay.
Cool. I clicked the first one and it came up.
Yeah. I saw it. It's all good.
Okay, so it's like super quick. It's quick sand.
Okay, sorry. So, yeah, that's my bad for reading that wrong. Sorry. The first attack did hit, the second one did not. And you guys are now officially in combat, so I need initiative rolls.
Okay, Jonesy's going to the washroom since he's last in combat.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, it's up there.
Wow. Nice.
Am I top? Because I can add another point to that.
Yeah, you're already.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
And then it goes Ginkgo. And then, lastly, Zajonesy with a 3. Okay. Kruven, there's a gigantic sand golem. Right behind, Jonesy. Or I guess in front of him, because he's facing him now, so. You are about 20 feet back.
I'm gonna use my agility cloak and go invisible.
Okay. You are completely invisible.
Cool. And I'm just gonna kind of like walk behind and like shimmy to the side of the monster, because you said there was not enough room for a carriage to go by, but I'm guessing an elf could fit.
Yep.
Perfect. So I'm gonna position myself on the other side of
Okay.
the Helio. Per se.
Yeah, sure. You're behind the sand creature now, or the sand golem now, and I'll allow you to take a attack roll if you want to.
Okay. So dagger in
Or
left hand,
any kind of
short
action.
sword in right hand, and
Which one's your offhand? I should clarify.
my left. I'm right-handed.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, short sword is always the main usually, because I do more damage
Sure.
by +1. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna just go for like, you know, a sneak attack, backstab, stabby stabby,
Okay.
the whole shebang.
Right.
Ooh.
Nice roll on that dagger.
No shit.
Yeah,
I like
that's
moused
the
over
highest
it.
thing I've done.
I'm like mousing over to see like why it rolled so high, and it's like, oh, it was a 19 plus his dex modifier is 5 plus 3 for proficiency. It will be a -2 because you don't have improved 2-weapon fighting, but
Ooh,
even then it's still a
whoops, sorry.
25.
I didn't mean to do that one.
Okay. Was the first damage roll your short sword?
It was the dagger, both of them.
Okay.
It clicked once and then it didn't work, so I clicked it again on accident.
Gotcha. Okay, so the short sword... That was sharp and loud. The short sword misses.
Okay.
The dagger, you bury it right behind his kneecap. You can add sneak attack damage if you like. Okay.
And then for my bonus
okay.
action, I'm gonna like just kind of back up a little bit, since I was probably right up on this big sand monster. I'm gonna like back up and give me like, you know, 10 feet or so, just so he
Okay.
can't engulf me.
Okie
Solid
dokie.
strategy.
Okay. The golem is going to attack the only person he can see, which is currently Jonesy.
Bring it on.
Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Alright.
Yep.
Wow, there's your damage.
In a rage, so I take half that.
Okay.
Because it's physical damage, yeah?
Yeah. So the way that he attacks is he comes crashing down with a fist and then turns and comes crashing down with the other fist. Right on top of you. The sand is like completely solid as it hits you, but you know, where your body is preventing you from being smushed, the sand kind of dissipates around you and then recollects and gathers into his hand again.
Cool. Excellent.
Ginkgo's turn.
Oh, also, could you add +2 to my attack? I forgot the rage adds +2 to my damage roll. As well as my
Okay.
resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. That's equals 1.
Ginkgo, you are up.
Could I use Dispel Magic on this, since it's a magically created being?
You can try.
Yeah, sure.
When you hit it with your fireball, did the fire do anything to it?
No.
When it was just sand, it turned into some glass, but as soon as it started quaking and shit, it just...
When he was the golem, it didn't do
Yeah.
anything?
I think it's a full-blown creature now.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So,
Unfortunately, the Dispel Magic has no effect.
Okay. Then I will use Magic Stone as my bonus action.
Okay. Prepping a
there.
couple rocks.
Yeah.
Where are you in relation to the sand monster?
Back by the horses.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Jonesy. There's a gigantic sand golem in front of you.
Cool, I want to pull full aggro. I'm going to square up with him.
Okay.
I'm going to... Can I assume it's gender? As a male? Because I kind of want to swing for, like, center mass between its legs, because it's 14 feet high, right?
Yeah.
That puts middle mass at about 7 feet and my downswing at about 5, which is perfect for about... You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I will say that it doesn't have any dangly bits. You cannot tell its gender.
Well, I mean, either way, it hurts both genders.
It's
Even if
sexually
they're not
ambiguous. Okay, that's fine. I'm just telling you that its gender is, you know, nothing, I guess. Sand golems, I guess, don't have a gender.
In that case, I'm going to aim for left leg again. I'm just going to keep seeing if I can maybe take it out somehow. Because if I can turn the sand in his leg to glass with my fire maul, then maybe I could shatter him and fuck him up.
Sure.
So let's try that. First one, second one.
Okay, first one hits. Roll damage.
+2. So 15.
And second one.
13. Nope, 11. Bad math.
It's okay. We've all been there before. Okay. Kruven. Sand golem. Right in front of you.
Yes, there is. I still have a green potion in my bags.
Are you back to drinking random potions during battles?
No, I actually have a thought here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my dagger away in my left hand, or just like put it in my belt real quick. Pull
Sure.
out my green potion in my left hand, short sword in my right, and I'm gonna dash forward the 10 feet, pour the potion on the monster, and then stab him, bonus action, and then back out 10 feet again.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of moving parts, but alright.
So
So,
what for the potion?
give me a d20.
Okay.
Okay. You douse his left, right?
Left, whatever was closest if I was on a particular
You're kind of like
side.
right behind it. So
Okay, left is fine.
you douse his left leg
His
in
left.
the green potion, and the sand gets all wet and starts to harden a little bit.
And that's where I'm gonna try to strike with my short sword.
Have at it.
Okay. Ooh,
Nice.
yes.
Roll damage. And
Fuck
roll
yeah.
sneak attack as well.
Tasty.
Indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action, 10 feet out again,
Okay.
and give myself some space and kind of read what's going on.
Okay. Let's see.
You actually don't have the bonus action for that. You can split up a move action to 5th edition and use half your movement, do something, and then half the other movement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In my archetype, that's one of the things too. That whenever I attack, I always can disengage
Sure.
at least 20 feet.
We're gonna see what he does. Okay, he's attacking Jonesy.
I thought that was his attack roll. I was going to be really happy about that.
It's a 1d2.
Oh, fuck.
That's
Okay,
his
well,
attack roll.
Okay.
Alright, so he's gonna come bearing down with both fists again.
Close my eyes and count to fuck.
10 damage. Less half because they're rage.
Nice. Not too bad.
Hanging in here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, this
So
great.
how's that leg look?
Okay, yeah, sorry, I should have probably mentioned it. So when you you doused his left leg, it just like you would expect with sand, like on a beach or whatever, it kind of makes it wet and kind of. When you slashed at it with your sword, you took a huge chunk out of his leg,
Okay.
and
So it's
it
missing,
falls.
right?
Yes, a large chunk about this size out of his leg, and it falls to the ground and crumbles.
Do
I'm
I
gonna-
see that?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna and I'm gonna cause I'm on the other side, so I'm gonna like lean over and be like, aim for his left leg. His left.
Yep.
His left.
His
My-
left. You're right.
I've been going for the left leg.
Okay. Perfect.
Ginkgo.
So.
I'm gonna use lightning bolt, kind of like an upward angle, so I don't kill my teammates.
Sure.
So like upper chest head area.
Gotcha.
Gonna defibrillate the shit out of him. So it makes a dex saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay, let me check his dex. Wow. Okay. It's a fail.
So he takes 8d6.
Sweet.
Wow.
Well, number-
Sweet.
Damn. That's what he took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Zach.
Got it.
Ginkgo. Zach Ginkgo.
That's
Yeah. So the lightning like hits him, and he like very visibly, is rocked by it. He staggers a step back, and makes a very, very loud roar, almost deafening to you guys as you're standing there. This roar is so loud that you can feel it inside your chest. Picture like
That's
you're
where I wanna feel it.
you got the bass on your sound system turned up to like 100, and you're watching The Dark Knight when they shatter the window at the beginning of the movie, and it like makes that
is the
rumble
best
all the way through,
reference.
right? And you feel it throughout your entire bones, everywhere in your body. You just feel this rumble as he lets out that scream, or the roar rather. And Jonesy, there is a very pissed off sand golem directly in front of you.
Alright, since I get 2 attacks, I want to use one of them to just pull out one of my bottles. I'm aiming to grab the blood shroom brew and then pour it on his leg as an attack.
Okay. This will be fun. How many different potions do you have on you?
I have 5 blood shroom brew, 4 empty bottles, and 1 ghoul's blood.
How many empty bottles?
4.
And how many of the other one?
6.
6
I have
ghoul's
6.
blood?
No, I have 1 ghoul's blood, 5 blood shroom, so I have 6 usable bottles and 4 not usable bottles.
Right. I will say that since you specifically said that you're just reaching in and grabbing it, I'm gonna need you to make a roll. Your roll is a 1d10.
Woo!
9.
What do I pull out? What's in my hand?
You're gonna find out after you smash it on his leg.
I'm not smashing it. I didn't
Okay,
say smash
after.
it. I said
Sorry,
like this.
you're gonna try and dump it on his leg. Okay. Give me a d20 for that though.
He wants the bottle, is what he's getting at.
Well, no, if I reached out and I pulled in an empty bottle, my technique is going to be different.
Okay, it's an empty bottle.
Okay, I'm going to try and scoop him then into
Okay.
the bottle.
Sure.
We want a little golem monster.
I don't know yet.
Maybe.
But what if we got a little one in a bottle and he's all pissed off and we can
He'd be
question
so
him
cute.
later?
He'd be
Yeah,
like
right?
a little Groot.
Like a little Groot? You can just shake him until he blows apart? I'd love that. Yeah, what do I roll for trying to scoop him with the bottle?
Just give
Mad.
me a d20.
Angrily scooping.
Just give me just a d20.
Okay.
It's a 12.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you do not manage to scoop him.
Okay, I'm gonna use my second attack to try to do it again.
Okay. Have at it.
Yeah.
Nice. You
Best
critically
scoop
scoop.
Critical scoop.
You fill up the
Name
bottle.
of the episode.
Yeah, critical. There you go. So yeah, you critically scoop as much as you can into the bottle. The bottle is filled. How are you gonna handle the bottle now? You gonna cover it with your thumb?
Yep.
Okay. I like it. Okay, so you're gonna hold your thumb over it. Cruven.
Oh, in it. Like.
Or in
top
it,
of
yeah. So yeah. So it's stoppered with your
Not
thumb.
fucking-
Got it.
Not fucking around.
Got it. Cruven. There's a very pissed off, scooped sand golem in front of you.
Okay. How much of that leg is chunked?
Just like I said, like a little portion like this. So like,
Okay.
4
You didn't
inches
aim
by
for the-
4
for
inches.
that portion?
I don't know, just like a little like 4-inch diameter chunk get taken out of his
Alright,
leg.
alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger with my left since I put it in my belt or wherever I stored it.
Sure.
And I'm gonna go forward again and do the same attack, but this time with my dagger.
Okay.
'Cause I want to keep my bloodstream brew, and that's all I have left for liquid. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go with the dagger, stab, and then go with the short sword and slash or stab or whatever.
Okay.
At that same leg, around the same spot.
Sure.
Cool.
Alright, both hit. Roll damage.
Short sword, dagger,
Sneak attack.
sneak attack. Dang. Sneak attack's getting better.
It's getting better. Any bonus action?
Bonus action, thank you. I'm gonna back up 10 feet. Disengage. Yeah.
Let's see what the golem does. That's not good for you, sir. The golem whirls around after having another 2 chunks taken out of his left leg. And he's going to whirl around and try and clap you. Just... I already typed /roll. Why would I type that again?
So at any point here, can I have opportunity since he's coming towards me? When he's
you can only
leaving,
attack
probably?
if he ever leaves your melee range. You can have an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like because the hands were coming down and in, you could attack the hand as it was leaving, or.
No, just if he is leaving your attack range.
Okay.
What's your AC?
15.
Wow, you deftly dodge out of the way.
Hell yeah. And I'm
Jesus.
gonna taunt him. Like,
It's not your
You
turn,
bitch.
but okay. Ginkgo. Sup?
I'm gonna throw a rock at him, see what that does anything.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So you hurl the rock at a blistering speed, and it crushes into the center of his chest, and the sand kind of envelops around it, and he starts laughing at you. You do
You just
not.
threw a rock.
You do.
It speaks.
No, it's not speaking. It's laughing. It's just going. And you do not see an exit wound. Your passive wisdom would tell you that you've just added to the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sand golem, and you threw a rock at it.
My attacks are very limited.
Well,
That one was real good though.
as
but-
a completely meta, statement, it was also a 13. So don't read into that too much.
Yeah.
That's true.
Jonesy.
I'm gonna get naked. I shrug my backpack off, take my tunic off, and I begin relieving myself on his leg.
There you go.
How long does
I
your
wasn't
Berserker
all that
Rage
liquid.
last, by the way?
Hmm?
How long does your rage last, by the way?
A minute. So if it's been over a minute, I can keep raging, or I can do this level-headed. This is a decision I don't need rage to do.
I'm gonna say each round of combat should take about a minute, and we're on round 3, so I won't penalize you for it. I'll say that the last 2 rounds has been a minute, so it's your call on whether you want to re-enter a rage or whatever you want to
Not
do
yet.
here.
I'll stay
Okay.
sober for this.
Okay,
I'm gonna begin relieving myself on the back of his leg.
let's not
and-
mince words. You're peeing on it.
Oh yeah, straight up.
Okay,
And
left or right leg?
Hmm?
Left or right leg?
Well, he's turned around now, so I have to go
Yes.
back to that left leg because that was the leg I was attacking.
Right.
And I start laughing and go, "You shouldn't have turned your back on me." And I start relieving myself with no hands because I'm naked. It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna take my maul and swipe at the spot that's getting wet.
Give me a D20 for peeing on his leg.
Sweet.
Oh, great.
Oh man. So because you're not using your hands to control your nozzle, you are peeing about 3 inches left of his leg.
It's that, okay. Well, fine. I'm gonna move you from my hips.
I'm just trying to find an interesting way of saying a 10's not good enough to do that action, sir.
Well, I mean, I'm not picking locks here. I'm just, the DC on just relieving myself, it shouldn't be that high.
In this case,
What
unfortunately,
is
it
the
is.
DC of P? Come on.
I'm basing it off his constitution.
All right. Well, I'm still attacking him.
Alright, feel free to
Maybe
attack.
my maul will get wet.
I doubt it. It's a fire maul. But hey, it still might do. Actually, it still does do damage. So roll damage on both. Wait, if you're not raging, you can only attack once, though, right?
No, it's still get an extra attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
all
just a
rage
barbarian
does. Yeah, all that does is like plus
Adds
1 or whatever.
+2, or yeah, okay.
thing. Yeah,
Gotcha.
rage gives me advantage on strength and +2 on
yeah.
damage and resistance to damage. But he's got his back to me, so I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So 17 and 23, 40.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of my movement moving my hips, if you know what I mean.
We'll see what happens. Okay. Kruven, your turn.
So is he doing that simultaneously?
I'm not... No.
No.
His bonus action of peeing, I'm just putting that as a funny comment at the end of his turn, because that would take an action.
Well, no. Okay, I actually have an idea. So if he is missing, right, and he said he's left of his left leg, right? So wouldn't that
Right.
be right in the middle of him?
No, because he's facing you.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got his back to me.
Okay,
If I'm left, it's
okay.
the outside.
So it's on the outside.
Yeah.
So is it pulling up in any way? Is it like, or is it running off?
It's
I drink
it's
a lot.
basically it's basically like hitting the ground and
Brewmaster,
kind of. It's basically just hitting the ground, not really pulling up, but soaking into the earth, as you know, you would pee on highway.
I mean, if you're, you know, really going, it'll, you know, come on. Fine. I had an edge, but you just leveled that one. Okay, so I'm gonna just go for the attack again. Actually, since he's looking at me, he's 15 feet tall?
14.
14? Whatever. I'm gonna try to do some acrobatic shit and like slide through his legs to make him have to spin around again.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of like dash through as you're slicing or whatever.
Yeah, I'm running home and I'm gonna slide feet first.
Okay, so the way that we'll do this is you'll give me an acrobatics roll, and we'll roll your damage. But I'm gonna count the acrobatics roll as your bonus action, so you
That's
won't
fine.
be able to move once you're on the other side of them.
Yeah, nope. That's,
Okay.
I just want to go over, and as I'm doing it, I'll slash him once as I'm
Okay.
cruising underneath.
So give me an acrobatics first.
Okay.
Okay, so you're sliding between his legs.
Okay. I'm gonna slash.
Okay.
My right hand, short sword.
Okay, roll
And
damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's all good.
That wasn't very sneaky, I'm sure.
No, he's looking right at you, so you're not gonna get sneak attack on that. Are you doing anything with your dagger hand, or?
Well, can I? I don't know how I'm sliding, really. I don't think I can.
I kind of
slide
picture
back.
it like a baseball slide. Like you kind of ran towards him, you're sliding feet first. So
Yeah.
in order for you to like bring your dagger hand over, you'd have to like really turn your body. I guess you could
I
try
would.
for the right leg, maybe.
That wasn't really.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right,
That feels unrealistic.
fair enough. I mean, it's D&D.
That's okay.
That'll-
so I'm just
that'll
gonna
be the end
slide
of your
through.
turn,
I just wanted to get out of line of sight, do a little bit
Sure.
of damage, did what I wanted exactly.
Sure.
So from there, I can still disengage because it's not my bonus action. So I'm gonna just kind of get out and behind Jonesy at least,
Okay.
because he's not that far away, right? He was just
Uh,
pissing on him.
Jonesy's just on the other side of him, so you'd end up like 10 feet behind Jonesy.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be like 5 feet behind him because I want to be a little closer to the boss
Okay.
or Sandbone. Sorry. Okay.
All right. Interesting. Okay. You guys hear a very high, well, not super high pitch, but a kind of like a high pitched voice you would identify as a female, saying, "Look out!" And you guys look up just in time to see a barrel right above the golem's head, and then an arrow impacts it, and it kind of explodes, and water comes down and drenches the sand golem completely in water. And his entire body turns into very much like I had explained before. All the sand gets all hardened like a sandcastle. And let's see how he reacts to that. He's still going for Kruven. And
Get
he's...
through me.
He's got to turn around though.
Oh yeah,
He's got to
Yeah.
turn around.
he is.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah,
Only if he's
turn around.
only if
That's
he's
what I was
leaving
thinking.
only if he's leaving your attack range.
That's true. He's not.
He's
just
not,
turning
like-
around.
He's just turning around and he's gonna try and clap
Okay.
Kruven, who's only 5 feet away.
So I'm hiding behind Jonesy. So how's
Yep.
that
Jo-
gonna
Jonesy's gonna get a little bit of splash from
Okay.
it. Not a lot, but he's
Sorry,
gonna
bud.
if he gets hit. What's your guys both AC is above 10, I assume.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, he misses both of you. Clean miss. Ginkgo. There is a very
You-
pissed off and wet sand golem.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Shalala and then run and attack Kruven's leg.
Do you want to clarify that?
The
I'm gonna
left
bonus
leg.
action use Shalala on my quarterstaff, and then go and attack the leg Kruven has been attacking.
Okay, thank you, because you
His
said
left leg.
you were gonna attack Kruven's leg, and I was like,
I meant, yeah, I see that.
that's what I'm saying. If you hadn't, I'm just saying.
I've had a change of heart and I'm going to start party killing right now.
I'm just saying. I could have been a dick and been like, okay. And then Kruven could have taken damage, and I would have pissed you guys all off, so... yeah. Alright, roll damage. Okay. And... nothing happens. Jonesy, your turn.
Alright, now that he's squared up with me, I'm gonna... Okay, left leg first on my first attack
Okay.
to see if I can just knock it right the fuck off.
Alright. You miss.
Okay, backswing. Second attack on the same leg.
Alright, nice hit. Roll damage.
12.
Very nice.
And bonus action, Barbarian Rage.
Okay. I should mention that when your second attack hit his leg, you hit right about where his knee is, and you dislodged all of the knee sand, let's call it, and you notice him kind of slump down about 8 inches as all that sand that you displaced is now no longer part of his body, and his leg is actually connected back, but with about 8 inches shorter of a right leg.
Cool. Then yeah, I'm gonna focus on that next round. I'm gonna stand my ground though in front of Kruven and
Sure.
block game.
Fair enough. You guys hear that feminine voice again as an arrow goes whizzing by your head and misses the golem.
Didn't shoot us. Yeah.
It's Kruven's turn.
Hi.
Hi. There's a golem.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the arrow?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. There was a feminine voice again, and an arrow went whizzing by your head and missed the golem. It passed right by you and Jonesy, narrowly missing both of your heads, because you guys are kind of like staggered back like this, and it just went...
I would assume that was the person that dumped the water, or whatever, shot the other arrow.
Your passive wisdom would tell you that that's probably right.
Okay. So is the golem coming after me? Because I didn't hear how the rest of that played out.
Basically, Jonesy attacked it by the leg and took out about 8 inches around its its left
It's
knee.
left, yeah.
And all that sand that was about where his knee is got pushed off of the body and crumbled onto the ground and displaced, and the remainder of his leg and where, you know, the calf connects to the shin kind of just merged back together, and his left leg is noticeably 8 inches shorter, and he's kind of like off-centered a little bit now.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go after the same leg, dagger and short sword.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess I have to probably get out of the run around Jonesy or whatever.
You could
However
walk
wanna
up
handle
right
that.
in front of it. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight towards that leg and
you're attacking
slash
it.
and stab
Okay.
at the left one. Yeah, the one
Yep,
where
okay.
it's all brittle.
Right. The short sword hits, the dagger does not. Roll damage on short sword. 9. Nice. Okay. Any other action?
I'm gonna get. What's the lay of the land? Is Ginkgo just behind me?
Ginkgo's about 20 to 30 feet behind you. He's
Okay,
been at
so
range
he's-
this whole
he's
time.
A little bit.
Oh, no, sorry,
Okay.
sorry. No, he just used Shillelagh and meleeed. So he's like right up there next to you guys.
Okay. I just don't.
I forgot to adjust my picture. So
So
you guys are
you're-
kind of
you're
like,
still
all
in
3 of
melee?
you are like right here, and there's the golem's right here. All 3 of you guys are like standing like right next to each other like that.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll stand my ground.
Okay. You're not gonna try and dash away or nothing?
No.
Alright. Golem's turn. It's going to attack Ginkgo. How much UAC you got? Not 27.
That much.
Okay. You take 13 damage as he comes crashing down with both hands and just smack, smack.
Okay.
Ginkgo, you just got smacked.
Smacked. 2 times.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys aren't standing, like, within a foot of each other, so there won't be any, like, splash damage in that regard,
No.
but it
No.
could have been real bad if you guys were. Just
We
saying.
got elbow room, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna attack with my quarterstaff again.
Okay. Nice. Roll damage.
Damn.
Oh.
Fucking, that is a D100.
Well, crit. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's all good. 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay. Nothing happens. Any actions? Any other actions before you're done? Or are you good? Cool. Jonesy,
Yo,
there's a very angry sand golem.
I wasn't just taking pictures of my cat. Same
Okay.
leg, except I think I'm all out of pee, and I'm hoping it's wet enough. I'm just gonna.
Well, it was just
It's so
dunked by a barrel of water, so.
Yeah, going for that kneecap, looking to
Sure.
take it out.
Well, you already did. You're talking about where it reconjoined?
Well, where it was, yeah. yeah.
Okay.
The rest of the pinpoint of that leg, that one didn't.
First hit miss, sorry. Second one miss, sorry.
Fuck. Okay, not much I can do there.
Any bonus action?
I'm raging, so I'm gonna scream "Fuck your mother" to the thing to try to pull aggro and like wave a little bit while I do it.
Roll intimidation.
Cool.
You're like happy by the response. Hey, look at that, see? Yeah.
I was gonna give you inspiration on it anyways, but didn't need it. Nicely done.
Thank
It
you.
is very much focused on you.
Cool. And I'm still raging, so good. Doing all the things.
You won't be raging by its turn though.
Oh no, it's
One
okay.
round
I
of
got a
combat
third
for
round. I'll
raging.
just stay in it and deplete them all.
Okay. Sure. Okay. You kind of hear a yeah coming from behind you guys and to the left as another arrow goes whizzing by your head and misses wide.
Sidebar: I really appreciate that
Link?
we're all just totally ignoring what's going on in the background.
Sounds like Link's behind us.
It might be Clinks.
Yeah. Breaking fucking pots over there, rubies.
Yeah. Next up is Criven.
Okay. So all focus is on Jonesy, yeah?
He is staring the smoldering bits of sand that are moving around in what you would only assume is eye sockets are purely focused on Jonesy.
Cool. What I would only assume. It might be his balls, I don't know.
Could be.
I'm gonna go for that
Balls.
same leg. It's more deteriorated now, or because I hit it once and then he hit it a couple times?
He missed on both his.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so I hit it. It's just about the same though.
Every
not-
time that you guys take a swipe, you're taking chunks out of the sand. None
I
of you
just
guys
didn't know
have.
if it-
You guys
got,
haven't
like,
taken
close.
enough off to where you've gotten like he's shortened again. Just a little chunk off the side.
Okay, I'm trying to just like take the whole thing off.
Gotcha. I feel you.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the short sword and dagger again. Both just trying to.
I should tell you that because he is sand, it doesn't quite work like a.
I get you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just trying to just completely sever that which we broke already.
Well, that part's on the ground.
Oh, okay. So
That's why he's 8 inches shorter.
animating?
Well, no, not in that sense. So he's like standing tall or whatever, right? And where you guys had taken out his knee, that 8 inches of sand got pushed off and is no longer part of his body. What happened is his shin and his thigh kind of meshed back together, and his left leg is now 8 inches shorter than his right. So he's kind of
Okay, I see what you're
off-centered.
Okay.
So generally, like with a sword, for example, if you're just trying to slash it or whatever, you're going to do some damage, but you're not going to take a whole lot of real estate
Okay.
out
I see.
because
I
it's
see what you're
yeah.
saying now. Is there any portion that's more wet, like that hasn't dried?
None of it is dried. He is all completely doused in
So
water,
it's all
like
all
a sandcastle. Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't know if there was a point that was more solidified. I'm gonna go for that same leg, I guess, and we're just
Sure.
gonna keep shorting him down, and I'm gonna try to just drop him so he's, pushing a cow tipping.
There you go.
Here we go.
Nice. Roll damage on both.
First one was short sword, second stagger.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I don't have sneak. But then I'm gonna bonus action and kind of, if Jonesy's over there, I'm just gonna kind of like get some space in between me and Ginkgo. Because I probably
Well,
got closer.
I'm gonna say Ginkgo is like on the left side of Jonesy, like 2 feet over, and you're on the right side of Jonesy, about 2 feet over.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'm just gonna get a little bit more than 2 feet, just in case he swipes with his arms.
How far?
4 feet, so I'm a total of 6 feet over.
You still within melee range, or are you stepping out?
Oh, I'm stepping sideways, yeah? I'm stepping sideways from Jonesy.
Not
Oh.
away from the goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, sorry,
I'm
not
trying to
sideways,
decide if that
maybe-
falls.
Maybe like radius
Gotcha.
around.
Right. So you're not leaving his range. I'm trying to
Right.
figure out whether or not he gets an attack of opportunity.
I see what you're saying. No. I wasn't
Gotcha.
trying to leave. I was just trying to kind of give myself room from him.
I
Gotcha.
thought his class had disengage.
I do, but
Oh.
I'm not using.
He's not
Oh,
using
okay.
it.
Gotcha.
Which is actually smart, because while he's in front of the golem, if he tried to disengage, it would get an
know,
attack of
yeah,
opportunity.
that's what I was
So it's
thinking.
smart that he's not doing
Since
it.
we had that talk earlier,
Yeah.
it was privy in my head.
Alright, cool. And that's your last movement. Okay. It is now going to attack Jonesy, because he is pissed off at Jonesy. Because the whole fuck your mother or whatever that was all about. Oof, he's gonna hit you.
I'm all over it. I'm all over it. That's what I wanted.
So 17 less half. So
Round
8.
up or down.
8.
I always round up.
I'm giving you 8.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Just note that when it is your turn, your rage will fall off. Because that'll be your third.
Cool.
Alright. That's the golem's turn. As it comes crashing down, both hands again. Smack, smack! Yeah. Ginkgo.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds as a level 3 spell on Jonesy.
Nice.
Sweet.
Oh, that's wrong. Last time it asked me what level I wanted to do. So it should be...
Should be whatever the die is,
yeah,
plus your
there.
spellcasting. Yeah. Nice. Jonesy gets 16 health back.
Sweet.
What a
I'm almost at full
guy.
again. 16 puts me at pretty fucking good. Sweet. 16.
Nice.
Okay, I'm doing good. Let's fuck this thing up.
Alright. Any more actions, Ginkgo? You done?
I'm done.
Okay. Jonesy, you feel rejuvenated.
Yeah, I do. Is that left leg in any way still within my combat range?
Yep.
Sweet. Just gonna fucking go to town on it. I want to take this leg all the way the fuck out.
Sweet. Hit and hit. Roll damage on both. Okay, 17 and 24.
Am I still in rage?
No.
Okay.
Just fell off. Sorry, so 17 and 24 is 34... 41.
Do I take the leg?
I'll explain that. Okay, so when you went for your first hit, you fucking cracked it right below its thigh, and another like solid 6 inches of his leg just gets knocked completely aside, and he kind of stumbles down, and you see his leg kind of mesh back together just as your maul comes back for the second swipe and takes another 6 inches out of his leg. So now he is basically got a stump there, and you've rendered him immobile.
Sweet.
And nothing happens aside from you hear what you would consider if he could be injured and let out a yelp, that would be what you heard. But it comes across more as like a muffled kind of growl.
How close to the... Because he went over to his side, right?
Yes.
How much closer did his head just get to the ground?
His head is... Well, he's completely on his side, so his head is about 4 feet off the ground. Because his arm is kind of holding him up, and he's like... Argh.
Cool.
So
it's
did
not
he
my
leave
turn
my
anymore.
combat radius?
Technically no, because you are about waist level. Directly in front of you is his knee. His right knee. No, wait. No, directly in front of you would be his torso and his body, because Jonesy attacked his left knee, so he was facing towards and fell that way. So yeah, on Ginkgo's side is his right leg and knee area, because he's facing towards you. Well done, Jonesy. Very nice. 1d20 plus 4. Also very nice. 1d10. You hear another little ha as an arrow comes flying past your head and goes straight through the center of the sand golem's body, and you see the arrow fly out the back of it, carrying with it a long trail of sand. And you see a small hole in the beginning, or in the center of the golem's body, and it just slowly starts to cover up with more sand. And yeah, but he most definitely did take damage. Your passive wisdom would tell you that he kind of got hurt by that a little bit. Kriven's turn.
So he fell down away from me, correct?
Sideways.
Or no, sideways? Okay, so I'm gonna walk right over to his face, and
You are. Let's put it this way: if you're standing right here,
Mhm.
right there is his chest. Right there. His
Cool.
head is
I'm gonna
like over here.
sidestep. I'm gonna sidestep then.
Yep.
Right to his face. And his face is like, I don't know, waist level or something?
Yep.
Perfect. Just gonna relieve myself right on his face.
Nice. Give me a d20.
Jonesy, you just led me to victory, I think.
Sweet.
1d20?
Yep.
Damn it.
You tried to pee on his face, and I don't know. You're not quite. The wind is blowing, so it's kind of streams kind of just spattering off of just past his head.
Almost victory right there, guys. I'm just gonna bonus action and I can't bonus action that again.
No,
not.
you can bonus actions for like movement or
Yeah, that's what I was.
yeah.
I didn't know if my movement could be moving it.
No, not this time.
Well, I mean, if it's going one way, can't I move myself?
I gotta be fair. I didn't allow Jonesy. I can't allow you. Sorry.
Alright. I'm gonna bonus action and just like, you know, I tried. I'm gonna back up 10 feet.
Interesting.
Oh, damn it.
What's your AC?
15.
He misses. His attack of opportunity misses as he goes flailing with his arm to try and hit you as you're stepping away, and you deftly dodge. And
I haven't zipped up yet, so I'm just gonna shake it and then.
all right, your turn's over. Let's just fucking move on. Okay, 4. Nothing happens there. He's still gonna be focused on Jonesy because Jonesy pissed him off real good. I assume that hits.
Yep, that'll hit me.
And you take 10.
Take 10.
You'll notice that as he like smacked you with both of his hands, sand is starting to fly off of him whenever he hits you, and you notice that it is not rejoining his body.
Yes.
Like
Okay,
that.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Ginkgo, you're up. Directly in front of you is the golem's right leg. And picture it laying down leisurely on a couch. You are about at his legs. Jonesy is right about where his crotch would be. And Kruven was right about torso head area. Just to give you perspective of how you're standing.
Alright. So I want to move so, like, I would be, like, at his feet and face across his body.
Okay.
Since he's kind of like... And then I'm going to use Wild Shape to turn into a Warhorse and use Trampling Charge
Sweet.
through him.
Very nice. Okay.
That's awesome.
I like that.
So, I like the way you said that though, because you never, or you said exactly all, how you said it, and at no point did it sound like you were ever leaving his, like, melee range. So, you just deftly step to the side and get about leg, foot level, you're sizing him up. You turn into a horse?
Warhorse.
You turn into a warhorse and roll your trample.
Well, I don't... What do I roll for that? Guess it's,
Alright, roll damage.
It doesn't really... It knocks the target prone, but since I'm going through it, I don't...
Well, you gotta remember, since he's wet, it's not quite like you're
Yeah.
stepping on sand and it's dispersing. You're like walking on a solid object now.
But I have to go 20 feet forward,
Okay, that's fine.
so I go through him.
Yeah, you'll be stomping all over him the whole length of him.
Yeah. Okay, so, I guess I'll just do a melee attack.
Well, what's the trample damage?
For It doesn't...
What does it say?
Yeah. I'll just do a melee attack, I guess.
Hold on. Trample, 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 trample.
See what I was saying about, like, the prone and shit?
Yeah, I got you.
I know that
Okay,
sound.
so
Getting there.
okay, so let's do it this way. Since you have to travel 20 feet, give me a d6 for every 5 feet that you're traveling on top of him. So that would be 3d6.
Alright, yeah. Plus...
And
the
add your spellcasting modifier.
horse. Okay. I think the horse has its own.
Let's just go off your druids for now, whatever your spellcasting ability modifier is.
So, it's like...
So 3d6 plus modifier.
Yeah, 7. Alright.
Solid. Okay, so what you guys will all see, except for Ginkgo, because he is a horse and stomping off, is every step that he took completely along the right side of the golem's body, from foot all the way up to torso, all the way up to head, is every step that the hooves make. Every time he pulls his hoof away, sand just goes flying from where every step that was taken. And it is not rejoining his body, just like before. And the golem lets out an audible Jonesy. There's a sand golem.
Sweet. Say goodnight, bitch. I'm gonna smash him in the face with a maul. Is he still on the side?
He is.
Sweet. Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, his left leg's gone, so he's not gonna be able to, like, get up.
Oh. Oh, okay. So he's not moving. Okay, I'm gonna walk behind his head then, so I have advantage.
Okay.
Does that track? That I can just like take a second, walk behind him?
Yeah. Well, because you're not gonna leave his melee range, I assume, and it's not gonna exceed
No, because he
your...
could still do this if he wanted to.
Well, and he can still roll, but I'm saying, like, you're not like stepping 10 feet out and then walking all the way around him. You're like shuffling alongside his entire body, getting behind him, and then smack. So yeah, that'll be good. You're not going to exceed your maximum movement anyways, because he's only 14 feet tall, and even if you walked all the way around him, that's only 28 feet. So you're still good.
Sweet.
Oh man, that's soul crushing. Hit and then a miss. Oh wait, that's a 26. That's a hit. Roll both damage.
Woo.
Okay.
Sweet. Did I get his brain pan? Or an eyeball?
No, you hit him a couple of times in the head, and from wherever you hit, like, you're hitting him in the back of the head, and sand is just flying everywhere on both of your swipes, but he's very much still alive. You didn't, like, take his head completely off. But you're displacing a lot of sand, and you're cutting him down pretty good.
Can I laugh as in a way to keep pulling aggro? Like, I'm just, like, right up in his face, smashing his face apart, laughing. So he's looking at me. I would like.
If you want to roll intimidation for it.
Sweet.
You're not buying it.
Damn it.
He's too focused on the pain. He doesn't quite hear you. But the rolls before that, I'll now tell you what happened. You again hear that feminine voice saying...
the one that no one's looking at.
Yeah, he's like, "We got this, keep going!" And an arrow flies past and lodges right in the throat of the sand golem. And Jonesy, you now see, like, looking straight at him, where the back of the head where you'd been smacking all that sand, you can see the point of the arrowhead sticking through. And yeah,
Sweet.
You notice it's kind of like lodged right there. And
He's pretty solid still, right?
yeah, he's he has not reverted back to pure sand. He is still, for all intents and purposes, sand castle, wet sand, kind of.
Gotcha.
Very much still solid.
He's clumpy.
He's clumpy, yes. I'm being intentionally vague because I don't want to give away mechanics. So.
Gotcha. That's fair.
6 feet away. Not in range. That's Cruven.
Oh.
That's a hit. Okay, he flails and hits you with both of his arms for a total of 10 damage.
I'm looking at him, so it's half.
Sure. Okay. Ginkgo. You are in horse form looking away. About 6 feet away from him.
I'm gonna turn around
Mhm.
do a 180, and trampling charge back the other way.
Okay. Give me a roll for your trample.
Well, he's supposed to make a strength check.
Oh,
I
is he?
think. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. For the
Oh, wow.
crawler.
Sure. Probably not the thing that we... Yeah. No, well, he failed. So, do your 3d6 plus spellcasting modifier. Jesus! Okay. You are now at his feet, looking away.
Yep.
Jonesy. This sand golem is getting fucked up pretty fierce. You guys are...
Oh, I know exactly what I want to do.
Sure.
I want to use one of my first attack to grapple his head in a headlock because he's on the
Okay.
ground. And then I'm gonna say with my bonus action, "Do I have your attention now, bitch?" And then I'm gonna use my other attack to strength check to try to squeeze his fucking head right off.
Okay,
Because he's wet sand, right?
sure. Give me a grapple roll. Okay, you grappled him. Now give me an intimidation roll.
Not so
You do not have his attention, sir. And then give me a grapple. You were not able to rip his head off,
Still got him
but
grappled.
you do have him grappled. What's his negative effects for that?
Well, he's immobilized, obviously, and I think he takes. I don't know. I think he has disadvantage on his attacks, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I will Google penalties of being grappled while you do stuff.
Okay, Kriven.
Hi, I'm gonna get in range.
Hey. Hold on. Okay, yeah, now it's your turn. Sorry.
Perfect. So I'm gonna get in range, and whereabouts in the scenario? What's on my right? What's on my left?
Last you were attacking, so let's see, you were looking at his head, so you're directly in front of him, like
Okay. So I'm
right in
just
front of his
there.
face. Yeah.
So I'm looking at Jonesy grappling him.
Jonesy's got him in a sleeper hold, essentially.
Oh, yeah. So if you want to take your sneak attack now, you can just walk around behind him because he can't get you. I've got him in a headlock.
Yeah. What is actually behind him? Can I like literally get right under his neck? Is that behind him?
No, I'm gonna say you have to actually be behind him. So he's currently laying down, essentially, on his left side. Okay?
So I'll go behind him wherever that may be. So
Okay.
if he's on his side, then yeah, that's fine. I'll go
So
behind him.
Jonesy is occupying the space behind his head and neck. So
Okay.
you've got anywhere from shoulder blades to heels.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I'm gonna go for shoulder blades, and I'm gonna aim up towards the spine, like up this way. That
Okay.
makes sense. Cool.
Sure. Like starting at lower
And-
back and aiming upwards? Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna like stab up. I'm gonna go for like a paralyze on a human, essentially. Up the
Okay.
spine.
He's a sand golem, so it's
I know,
not quite
I know.
the
I
same
was
kind of
telling you what I
physiology.
meant.
I got you.
Yeah.
Feel you.
So yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna stab up with my short sword and
Sure.
And
You missed that real bad. Nothing happens.
No. I'm just gonna stand there and just face palm.
Okay. And attack. Misses. An arrow flies or comes whizzing past your guys' heads. Again. Whoever is firing arrows is either missing you or missing the golem. Who knows?
So his speed is 0 essentially when I have him grappled.
Okay. He can still make attack rolls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. So, he's got his 2 arms and his right leg still. And what he's now going to do, if he can do it, that bypasses all 3 of your AC. Okay, so very much like a child throwing a tantrum, he is flailing and throwing his arms and one good leg around and just hitting anything that he can, swinging fucking crazily. And as the limbs hit you guys, you note that sand is flying off every time, and he is getting, you're diminishing his mass with every attack that you guys have and every attack he makes against you. But because of the thrashing, he's getting a couple bonus attacks. You're all taking 17 damage.
Can I negate half of that since I'm looking at it as it's flailing at me?
Not this time.
Okay.
Ginkgo. You are a horse.
Yeah, I'm a hobbled horse. I'm gonna go out of horse form,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use another level 3 cure wounds on Proven.
Okay.
Thanks, bro. Ooh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice. So yeah, Kruven, you're gonna obviously gain 12 hit points. Any bonus action or anything?
No.
Alright. Jonesy, you've got this sand golem in a headlock.
Yeah, fuck that headlock. I'm gonna take a step back and start smashing the shit out of his head again with the fireball.
Okay, have at it. Hit and miss, but roll damage on the first hit. Or the first attack, I mean. Okay. So you hit him right about where the neck is, and you take out pretty much half of his neck. The arrow that was lodged there definitely just drops to the ground, and you hear it kind of hit with like a kind of sound. He lets out like a very almost wimpy kind of wincing sound. And you can tell that he's in a bad way, real bad way.
If I'm judging the battle map correctly, the girl is to my right.
Correct.
I look over at the girl.
You see a tree.
Interesting development. Please continue.
Hold on. You guys are fighting right about here. This is a forest. This is a farmland. This is the road you're on.
Okay.
She's shooting from over here.
Okay.
So he not only saw a forest, he sees one tree.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm assuming I'm going off of his passive wisdom and assuming that he's identifying where the arrows are coming from, specifically the one tree that she's hiding behind.
But he the one tree, and I'm satisfied with that answer.
Okay.
I don't look any more into it.
Obviously.
I guess I could have explained that a little bit better, but you guys know that there's a forest there, so it's all good. That's the forest that you guys went to when you first met Jonesy.
Good times.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do?
No,
I guess that was your bonus action, hey? So for looking at her?
Completely satisfied with that. I'm just gonna stay where I am too.
Okay. And since you are facing that direction, you... Does that work? Okay, the ×2 doesn't work, so we'll just do that. Okay, so as you're looking that direction, you see this girl pop out from behind the tree, and an arrow fly directly towards you, and hit about this high, this far away from your left arm, and lands directly into the golem's head.
Still not sure if that wasn't for me.
Cruven, your turn.
Who were you aiming for? And I'm gonna yell towards the tree. The tree.
Okay,
That was my bonus action, by the way.
I'm assuming so.
Okay. And
Any
I'm gonna
main
pause
action?
for a second as I draw my weapons.
She can't take an action till her next turn, so she won't respond yet.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the head, I guess, because that was what he was wailing on. You're not, like, holding it still, right?
No,
Nope.
I'm out.
He
Okay.
took a step. He
standing
took
in
a
front of
couple
it.
steps back.
That's what I thought, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with both weapons and try to go for the neck area.
Sure. All right, short sword misses. Dagger, roll.
And since I'm behind him, did that help at all?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because as you lodge your dagger into the back of its skull, the entire golem kind of just falls away into sand and disperses itself kind of like in a flat surface across the entire road.
Excellent.
And the encounter is over. And... wow, that's a lot. You guys gained 4,900 XP.
Shit.
Where's the calculator?
Yeah.
4,900.
As a mental note, I probably shouldn't have nerfed it so hard, but yeah, you guys kind of deftly handled it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, 4,900 XP, and the encounter is over, and you guys are now standing in the middle of the road, about 30 feet away from Tiny, who is sitting on the carriage with the two horses, with the broken left front wheel. Off in your distance to your right, towards the forest, you see a petite human female holding a bow, kind of just hanging out from behind a tree amongst
I'm gonna
the
look-
forest.
Was that tree I was looking at a pine tree?
Do you have Natural Explorer?
I know what a forest looks like. Like 50 something.
Yeah, but isn't your intelligence super low? Aren't you like dumb to the world?
I'm
He
not
can
dumb to the
ask
world.
one
I'm
of
just
the
super
elves.
basic. I'm not
You can
negative
ask one of
penalty.
the elves. That's fine.
I would. Yeah. I'm. My attention is on Ginkgo, and I say, is which tree is a pine tree?
Ginkgo? They're all pine.
They're all pine trees.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna take something sharp and gouge a hole and get some sap. I'm gonna make glue.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix the
So
light, though.
it's about 60 feet off. You gotta go like trudge kind of down like a little bit of a gully for the ditch,
I
and
trudge.
then like walk across the kind of like marshy kind of area there before you get to the tree line. While he's walking off in that distance, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Did this thing just like break into absolutely nothing?
Yes, you killed it, and like where it. It's hard to explain unless I have a movie reference.
It's fine. It just blew up into nothing. I'm fine with that.
I can't remember what the movie is called, but there's
Is
a
it
movie.
lootable? Is it lootable?
No, there is nothing left
Oh.
but sand that's just dispersed.
How are our horses? Because they're probably fucking terrified, right?
They're freaking out a little bit.
'Kay,
So is Tiny.
so-
Tiny is
'Kay,
he's
I'm
looking
gonna
at you all
go-
wide-eyed like,
I'm gonna look at Ginkgo and motion for him to take the horses and handle them, and I'm gonna go talk to Tiny.
Alright, yeah.
okay.
How do I calm him down?
We'll handle that in a second. First things
Okay.
first. Jonesy, you've arrived at the tree line.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna find something. Oh, I got a javelin. That's perfect. I'm gonna make a hole with the javelin.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Roll an
grab
attack
a
roll.
bottle. Oh, roll an attack roll. Okay.
With the javelin,
Stab.
obviously.
Ah.
Alright, cool. You make a nice little neat hole.
cool. And I'm gonna take a bottle and start
Okay.
collecting sap. But also, while I'm checking the bottles, I look at the bottle that I swiped full of sand.
Mhm.
Is the sand animated in any way, or is it just sand?
Where was the bottle this whole time?
My backpack, or on the ground, or wherever nearby. 'Cause
Last
I remember
last
had my
I
phone
heard,
and
you
then
stoppered
I got
it.
naked.
Yeah, but you never said what you were doing with it.
Oh, I put everything down, so I thought I just kind of put everything down. Because I did take off my cloak and my backpack.
That's
It
awkward.
involved kind of shrugging everything off.
Yeah,
I'm also standing naked by the tree line right now. 'Cause I
yeah.
never said I put my clothes back on.
No, I get that. I'm just backwards compiling the entire battle and wondering how you were attacking with a maul while you had your thumb in a bottle.
Oh, not anymore. No, I would have been away from
Yeah.
my body.
And kind of factoring how I want to play that sand in the bottle kind of thing. So,
I would never
Ah.
abuse it. I would only do it to have a thing in a bottle that I could shake when I'm mad and break it. I wouldn't use it to try and train it to go through.
Oh, no,
doors or shit
I'm-
like that.
hey, you could very well do that. I don't give a fuck. It's D&D. You do your thing. I'll make a ruling and say that since you never said that you picked up all your stuff, the bottle is back with your cloak and all the rest of your stuff in the road.
Okay.
So it is not with you.
I would
Also,
have
you-
brought a bottle and a javelin to the tree. I should have specified that then.
I'm assuming that you brought your javelin and a empty bottle.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing right now.
All right.
So I don't know what they're doing, so I can walk away and go to the washroom.
Not yet. Nope. Motherfucker.
I heard
Not,
that.
not yet. Not yet. You can't.
Don't go yet?
No.
Are you wrapping up?
No. You stab the tree. You put the bottle up to the hole. And a petite human female sticks her pixie-like head out from behind the very tree that you are stabbing and looks at you and goes, "Hi!"
I do that thing that cops do, where you just stare at someone until they talk.
You're gonna glower at her?
Not glower, just stare.
Okay.
Faced, with no expectations.
Okay. She looks at you and goes, "Do you speak common?"
Yes.
Oh. How well?
Quite well. And quickly.
Okay.
And able to register the information in full time.
Well, then why wouldn't you just say hi when I said hi?
Why would you say hi to me? You almost shot me.
I just helped you kill that monster.
Uh-huh.
I should think it would be obvious that I'm friendly. Plus,
Is that
considering...
of value to you? Did you only help so that you get a pat on the back? Is that part of your moral backbone?
I was just saying hi.
Hi.
She stomps off away from you towards the other two. Now you can go pee.
Sweet.
Alright, Ginkgo, you're standing in front of horses. Alright,
Right.
you're gonna try and calm them. We're gonna go over to find out what Kruven's doing. Kruven, you are standing in front of Tiny, and he is sobbing very, very softly into his hands.
I'm gonna try to calm him down
Alright,
with something.
how are
what-
you gonna
what
do
would I-
that?
I don't know.
Are you speaking to him? Because if so, dialogue, sir.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's no dialogue.
No, I'm telling you to tell me what you're saying to
Oh.
him,
I was like,
and depending on
that's not clickable.
yeah, right. Depending on how nicely or aggressively you say it, I will tell you whether to roll diplomacy or intimidation.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm gonna be nice.
All right,
It's mainly just be like tiny.
Tinely. Okay.
Tiny, that was a monster that we just slayed.
He makes no motion to move at all and continues to weep into his hands.
I got nothing then.
Really? You're on the side of the road and you see somebody crying, you just...
I'm chaotic neutral, bro.
That's true, you are. Fair enough.
I give 0 fucks.
Jonesy, your bottle's about half filled with sap.
Nice. I'm gonna arc forward and look quite intentfully at the bottle, almost thoughtfully, and wait.
Okay.
Is there any way that I could kind of tilt the spear in a way that doesn't totally thrash the tree, but is kind of like leaning on the tap to make it go slightly faster?
No, because you'd end up putting the spear at risk of snapping.
Yeah, I don't
If
want to
you're
do
gonna
that.
try
I'm just
and do
going to wait patiently while this drains into my bottle.
Okay. Ginkgo, you're standing in front of horses. They're slowly calming, but you sense that they're still quite freaked.
Guess I'll try to calm them down some more then. I don't really have anything I can give them.
You wanna maybe also like say how you're gonna calm them down?
It's gonna kind of like stroke their manes and
There you go.
speak soothing words.
Paint all the colors of the wind.
So what are you saying, soothingly?
Oh, well, obviously not the right thing.
Give me a D100.
Oh, fuck.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna get killed by a horse.
Fuck.
Give me a D20. Alright, you take 17 damage. So whatever you said to the horse, you freaked him out more, and there's two of them, they're side by side, they're whole trail... they're side by side, and they were pulling the whole carriage and everything, and you're talking to, let's say, the right one, and you're like trying to soothe them down, and you're just saying soothing words, of which you didn't describe out loud, so I can't tell you what they were. I'm assuming you said things like chocolate, grass, and motley, and other soothing words. It's not like you walked over and you're like, cunt! You know, it's soothing. And it had the reverse effect from what you had intended, and the horse kind of rears up a little bit and comes down and like smacks you with his hooves, and that's where you took the 17 damage from. And you're also going to get knocked prone, so you're on your back looking up at the horse that's, you know, still freaked out. Kroven, there is a half-giant crying in his hands directly in front of you.
Sorry, I was just catching up on the rolls and what you were saying. And alright, that's cool. Bummer. Yeah, I don't know. Tiny's whining like a little bitch. Can I
From
go...
behind you, walking up the side of the little gully there, coming up the ditch, your passive wisdom tells you that somebody is coming.
Is it from the ditch, like the forest?
In that direction, but you're not looking, so unless you turn around, I can't tell you what you would see.
Okay,
I can
I'm
only
not
tell
gonna
you
turn
that.
around, I'm just gonna like turn my neck.
Oh, okay. You see a very petite human female with a pixie-like
Okay.
face.
I'm just gonna assume that was the person shooting at us and not seem to care, and I'm gonna go over and try to help Ginkgo with these damn horses.
So you turn away from her and you go over to the horses, and she goes, "Hey guys, need any help?"
Unless you're a animal whisperer. Yeah, unless you're an animal whisperer, I think we probably got this.
What's that? Is it some sort of profession?
Unless you can make these animals calm down.
She walks over to both the horses and puts one hand on both of their... the face, I guess?
Sure.
Still bridge
Main?
of their nose.
bridge of their nose,
Back
and
would be
both,
main,
and she whispers something that you guys don't hear. That is not a... Sorry,
That- with an
D20. Yeah,
That
I just
was
Yeah.
math.
roll 20 plus 10. No, it's 1d20 plus 10. Still works. You notice that immediately after she's whispering to these horses that they stop kicking and fussing and they calm down immediately. And she turns around and goes, like that?
Thank you very much. How did you do that? That was amazing.
I must be a, what'd you call it, animal whisperer?
Whatever you call it. And I just kind of, wow.
Gracefully done, sir. And while that's happening, we're going to go back to Jonesy. Jonesy, your bottle is filled up.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna grab the. Oh my! I only have my spear and my.
And your bottle.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick my thumb in the hole for like a second and blow on it to like harden it a little bit, and then I realize that totally won't work, and then just eat the sap off my thumb and walk away.
Okay.
Go back
Any
to my
direction
backpack.
you're heading? Okay. That's going to take time, so do you mind if we go to the other guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk to my backpack and start rifling out for supplies
Okay.
on the side of the road.
Ginkgo, so what you missed is the girl... Sorry. The girl came over, put a hand on both of the faces of the horses, and was like... whispered something that you didn't hear, and both the horses both instantly calmed down, and there was also a little bit of dialogue between her and Kruven,
She's
where Kruven...
obviously an animal whisperer.
Kruven was talking about an animal whisperer, and she was like, "What's that?" And I don't know what that is. And then he bowed. And now she looks at you and extends a hand towards you.
Yeah, I'll let her hold me up.
Okay. You're also really quiet again. She takes your hand and pulls you to your feet.
Hey, who are you?
Hi. Sorry?
Who are you?
Okay, was that a who or what?
Who?
Who, okay. She goes, I'm Aris. What's your name?
Ginkgo.
Ginkgo. That's a
Yeah.
weird name.
Well, I'm a druid.
That
Druid.
makes sense. Yeah, I notice you guys are weird people. That guy's naked. And she points at Jonesy, who's
Yeah.
trudging along towards the ditch.
That's all the time.
Huh. Oh, I guess everybody's got to do what they got to do. What's with him? And she points at
Yeah,
Tiny,
right.
who's just sobbing into his hands.
Could you do what you did to the horses to him? Please? Could you at least try?
Sure. She walks over and just grabs Tiny by the shoulders and just starts shaking him violently. And slaps him across the face and says, "Get a hold of yourself!" And Tiny immediately stops crying and stares her straight in the face. And she goes, "There, like that?"
You're so good. That was amazing.
Just as that happened, Jonesy, you come crawling up the side of the little gully, the little ditch there, as just as you get to the top of it, and you're cresting as you're coming over that crest, you hear, "Get a hold of yourself!" And look over to see that girl that you were just speaking to just slap Tiny across the face.
She should be party leader after we're done getting the treasure.
All right.
I'm gonna pet my bear on the top of his head and inspect the sand bottle as I'm pulling out the brewer's supplies.
Okay. Alright, so when you look into the sand bottle, you see the sand inside the bottle is moving. But it's not, like, violently moving, and it's not trying to escape the bottle. It's just shifting inside the bottle.
I take the cork out of a blood shroom brew and put it in the top of that bottle and start drinking the blood shroom brew while taking my brewer's supplies to the side of the road.
Okay. Okay, you do that, and you walk over to the side of the road. We'll go back 20 feet to the other side where the other guys are. I wish you guys would do things together, just as a mental aside for
I
DM.
could go to them and
Okay.
stand by them.
Okay, so you walk over
Let's do that.
towards them. Yeah, okay.
And
So
I take all my things there too, so everything is in a small zone.
I was assuming that. So you walk over there with all your supplies. You start setting up your brewer supplies right next to where they're all standing, and you get there just as Aris is talking to Kruven and Ginkgo, and she goes, "So, what brings you guys out here?"
Well, we used to have a town over here, and we were just kind of going back there for reasons.
What do you mean you used to have a town?
Well, some bad shit happened there, and we just decided to burn it down.
She looks at you, shocked. You know, she screws her face up a little bit, and her jaw just drops, and she's looking at you like you're the most peculiar people she has ever seen. And she raises an eyebrow and goes, "Daranar?"
Yeah.
No, witch head.
So, yeah, witch head.
She looks at you and goes, "I don't think I've ever heard of Witchhead."
Yeah, and you won't.
Huh.
Gone.
Okay. So, if it's gone, why are you guys heading there?
I left my good boots there.
We showed up to.
Hold
A
on.
bunch of
Hold the fuck
That
on,
was a
Kruven.
bluff.
Settle the fuck down. Ginkgo, Kruven, or not Kruven. Sorry, Ginkgo. I'm gonna need a bluff roll.
Oh, is that even a thing?
Yes,
What
it
is
is.
it now?
Oh yeah, it totally is.
No,
Deception.
Persuasion,
Yeah.
deception. There you
Oh
go.
yeah, it's deception now.
Deception.
Yeah.
could I use persuasion? No, it doesn't matter.
Persuasion would work too. They're both charisma though, so it
Deception
doesn't
works
matter.
Yeah.
well.
Wow. So
That's
she looks at you and she's like, "Huh. Must have been really good boots."
Best.
Kruven,
I
you were
don't say
saying?
shit. I'm just gonna nod.
Kruven, you were saying?
Yeah, I'm fine now. Since
Okay.
he talked his way out of that one.
Just for future reference, if anybody's ever gonna lie, just let them do the bluff roll first. And yeah, so she looks at you and goes, "Wow. So, would you guys like some help?"
Well,
Yeah.
what can you do?
I'd say so. She already calmed down Tiny with one bitch slap, and she calmed down 2 horses by touching them on the head. Pretty sure she'd be a good contribution.
I would like to use my wisdom to
Oh, wow.
discern her intentions, to see that through my scrutiny of this moment, if I can suss out that she is a good or a bad person. I'm going with my gut here.
Roll insight.
Okay. Heart of gold. Let's take her with us.
Yeah, you are not quite sure. You think she is either the most selfless person, possibly an angel, either that, or she is the living reincarnation of the devil himself. You're not sure. It's one or the two. You're
roll
fairly
the dice.
certain it's one of those two. And
So, their
she,
powers because fallen angel or angel.
something like that. She kind of looks back towards Ginkgo and was like, "Okay, what were you saying?"
I left my boots there.
No, something about what can you do? What do you?
Oh yeah. Besides shoot your bow and calm animals, what can you do?
Huh. That's a weird thing to ask a girl.
I
Is
mean,
it? I mean, we're signing up to travel together. We should like.
Yeah.
Oh hey, how about what's your name again? I wasn't here for that.
I'm Aris. What's yours?
Aris. I'm Jonesy
Yeah.
the Giant. That's J's on both.
I don't think I'll be writing your name down. I'm not sure if I really need to know that. You're not a giant. Look at you.
Especially
big
when
am
we
I?
have a
Oh,
giant
maybe-
party.
compared to her.
She's about a foot shorter than you. But she kind of thumbs over towards Tiny and goes, I suspect he might be a giant, but you are like 4 feet shorter. Doesn't match.
I look at my luchador mask and then feel just a whole bunch of depression, and then turn around.
She turns back towards Kruven and Ginkgo, and she hands them both an apple. And she says, okay, when I say mark, throw these. And she points off way up in the distance. And she readies her bow, but you do not see an arrow. And she pulls back on the string and says, okay, mark.
Throw the apple.
Okay, you guys both throw the apple. And the apples that you guys threw are kind of parallel to each other as they're, flying up towards. And she lets go of the bowstring, and about 2 or 3 seconds later, both the apples explode. And she goes, I can do that.
Explode. Arcane Archer?
Explode apples. Check.
For making surprise.
No, because there's no apple pieces left. She exploded them all. God.
Well, we could gather them. All the mush and put it in the pie.
It just explodes
Yeah.
everywhere.
Your passive wisdom would tell you that perhaps if she had done it in like an enclosed environment, like a bathtub or like a kitchen sink, then you might be able to like take what's left. But because you guys both throw the apples like 40 feet in the air, that the spread of apple range that came down has littered like a 40-foot radius area.
Is the end of this episode going to be the conceptualization of an exploded apple in a bathtub?
Not quite. We're getting there real quick, so just bear with me.
I just want to know if we should be like trying to do something really valuable before you wrap it up.
You could if you want. It
Yeah,
all
I wanna-
depends on when I find a good logical ending point.
I mean,
Okay, I'm fixing.
I have a
it.
point that if we get to, great. If I can find a place before that, then we'll end it. So,
I'm gonna disengage the wagon wheel
okay.
and start making glue with the pine stuff.
Okay. She points at Tiny and says, hey, hold that axle up. And without meeting her eyes, Tiny just kind of looks down and holds up the axle so that it doesn't touch the ground as you pull the wheel off.
Cool, excellent. Thank you, Tiny. And Aura,
Aris!
Aris.
Wow, so rude. Just like a giant. Maybe that's why he got his name.
I nod.
She looks back at Kruven and goes, I like you. You're fun. And we're actually going to end it there, because I got to piss
could
like a
be fun.
motherfucker. But, yeah. Thanks for watching.
Go on being depressed now.
If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream every Monday. We go live roughly 6. We went live at 6:30 today, because we got in a little bit late. And it's the first time back, so fuck it, whatever. We do what we want. Don't judge me. Anyway. Awkward. We'll be back in about, 5 minutes or so. We'll do a quick little post game, and then we'll wrap it up for the week. And so if you're watching this on YouTube, see you next week. Check out the Twitch stream, yada yada yada. If you're watching this on Twitch, hey, what's up? We're still here in about 5 minutes. Later.
Did we put the screen up?